Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. It's Adrienne in New York City. Hope you're doing well on this Monday. Today is day 21 of the 30-day 30 Lippie challenge, and I really challenged myself. I actually did this last night in preparation for this video, but I was really inspired by Zabrina. If you haven't checked out her channel, you absolutely should. Zabrina, Z-A-B-R-E-N-A. She's, besides being a beautiful goddess, she does these great drugstore videos and does great dupes. And so I was really inspired by watching her recent Tom Ford dupe lipsticks, dupes, drugstore dupes for Tom Ford lipsticks. And I got inspired to kind of do my own dupes of what sort of the most expensive lipsticks I have in my collection, and if I can dupe them within my collection. And I think I did a pretty good job. I was able to put together 6 dupes. So I actually have 2 Tom Ford lipsticks, 1 Wayne Goss, 1 Charlotte Tilbury, 1 Lisa Eldridge, and 1 by Miss Pat McGrath. And so if you are interested in playing this game of can you figure out where the dupe is on my lips, stay tuned, and we'll do 6 rounds of this. See if you can guess. Okay, stay tuned. So first up is Pat McGrath's Venus and Furs, and I will just open this up. This is a beautiful, beautiful formula. It is a matte formula, but has like a bit of an oily slick to it. It is matte, and I do find it clings a tiny bit to dry patches and things like that, but it is so lightweight. Very, very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury formula. And it's my only Pat McGrath, but I really love it. But I felt like I had something in my collection that is a bit more affordable. And so I'm wondering if you could guess number 1, which is, and so the other item is actually MAC's Love Me lipstick in Coffee and Cigs. And I just want to see if you could tell which side is which, or should I reverse? So hopefully you guessed the right side. I actually have the MAC lipstick on this side and the Pat McGrath on this one. And this one's really interesting because the Love Me formulation by MAC, it's actually a shine formula. But what I love about these is you can just blot them with a tissue and you get a beautiful matte, comfortable color. There's no need to have a matte lipstick and a shine lipstick. A lot of times you can get the same look from that shine lipstick by just taking a tissue and patting your lips and you're done. And that's what I did here. The base color is so similar. It's that kind of browny rosewood color. It's really pretty, and I think that these are really great options. So I know this is certainly, I mean, I think I got this for $15. So this is not drugstore, but it's certainly more affordable than a Pat McGrath. So that's round 1. Round 2, Wayne Goss. So this is one of Wayne Goss's lipsticks. It is in the color Orchid. It's a really deep, rich terracotta orange. It's such an unusual shade. I swore I didn't have anything like it in my collection. Turns out I did. And so if you can guess which is which, my dupe is the e.l.f. Sheer Slick in Golden Pear. And if you guess that this side is the e.l.f. and this one is Wayne Goss, you're right. But I will tell you that these formulas are both very nourishing, really deep, rich pigmentation. And I just don't know that you need the Wayne Goss formula necessarily. I don't think there's anything. It's a nice nourishing lipstick and the color's unique, but really, is it really that unique? Now I realize it isn't as special as I thought it was. And I wish I would have picked up a different shade in the Wayne Goss line, but it is, it's just this really pretty orange. And so you see, quite similar. So if you were eyeing the Wayne Goss lipstick, and particularly Orchid, just pick up Golden Pear by e.l.f. in the Sheer Slick formula. You're gonna get the same effect. So this one's a big differential. So round 3 coming up. So this one here got me very, very excited because I didn't think it was possible to find a dupe for this, and it shocked me that I was able to, but then again, does it really ever shock us that we tend to buy the same lipsticks in every single color? So maybe if you're like me, you have dupes in your collection. You think, oh, this shade's so unique or so special, and it turns out it's not that unique, special to you because you keep going back to those same colors. And so that's what happened to me with this lipstick. I am actually wearing on half of my lips the Velvet Muse from Lisa Eldridge, my love. And I'm cheating a little bit because over Velvet Muse, I'm also wearing the Velvet Muse lip gloss by Lisa Eldridge. And on the other side, I'm wearing Tarte's Splash. Is it like Rainforest of the Sea Splash formulas in Set Sail? So see if you can tell which is which. These are pretty freaking identical. It is like a rosy peach, deeper peach color. I'm actually wearing the Lisa Eldridge on this side. So both of these products to equal what the Tarte does in one swipe. Now, I will say in all fairness, from a formulation standpoint, if I close my eyes, the Lisa Eldridge formula, especially with the gloss on top of it, it's so nourishing. It's like next level. So from a quality perspective, you know, this for me far surpasses. But the Tarte, these lipsticks by Tarte in this beautiful kind of aqua packaging, they're fantastic. They're really comfortable. They're very thin, and they have really nice full opacity on one swipe. I will say it's just, there's a lot of nudish shades and tones in this lipstick, and sometimes it's hard to find the one that works for you. I really love Set Sail. That's the one over here, obviously. And so, yeah, this is why this is the only one I have, but I have tried others and the tones have just been slightly off to me. But if you are interested in the shade Velvet Muse by Lisa Eldridge, check out Set Sail from Tarte. This often goes on sale for $12, $13, $14. So that's why I consider it more economical than, you know, all in, I think this is $60. So there's something there. Okay, round 4. So this is a dupe for Tom Ford. I have a little mini of Casablanca. So guess which side is Casablanca? Hard to tell. This color is really, really beautiful. It's sort of a bricky colored rose. Don't know if you could pick it up, but you could see it here. It's this brick colored rose. That's the best way to describe it. And the color that I found that matched it best is by MAC. It's in their amplified formula, and it is Brick-Ola. And it's this one here. And I actually have Brick-Ola on this side and the Tom Ford on the other side. And I feel like MAC is just an incredibly affordable alternative to Tom Ford. I mean, Tom Ford lipstick, $52. MAC lipsticks at most $21. This one's a little mini size. The Tom Ford formula, if I were to just compare them, they actually have about the same amount of sheen to them. They both feel extremely hydrating, and I will say the Tom Ford feels a little bit thinner than the MAC lipstick. So the Tom Ford almost feels like you're not wearing anything, so it's very thin formula with the full opacity, whereas the MAC just feels like you have a coating, you have something on. It's still quite comfortable, but it's just a little bit more. And so then that's the amplified formula. So I think that's the experience for those kind of formulas. But I do like the amplified formula. I think it's a good formula for MAC. So hopefully this helped you a little bit. If you happen to have Bricola, you happen to have picked up this little kit this year, nice little find there to find out it is a dupe for Tom Ford Casablanca, which is a very popular shade. So 2 more to go, round 5. This is Tom Rose's, oh my God, this is Tom Ford's Indian Rose. The lipstick I waited so long to purchase. Turned out I had something very close in my arsenal, but it's still close, but it's not quite there. And so here, if you could tell which side is which. So the Indian Rose, it's that same kind of creamy formula. I actually have it on this side. And you can see that the dupe I picked is just a little splash more warm than the Tom Ford Indian Rose, which makes me a little happy because it makes it feel more special in my collection. But had I known it was as close as it was, I would have probably maybe picked a more unique shade. But on this side, I have a Velvet Lip Glide by NARS in District. And that's this one here. And again, you know, this one is so much more affordable than the Tom Ford by like $30. So it's definitely, for me, a more affordable option if you're looking to get the same effect. And I do think they offer very similar effect. And I will say, from a comfortability factor, I prefer the NARS Velvet Lip Glide. I think that formula is really special. So if you're on the fence, I'll tell you, NARS Velvet Lip Glides, go for it. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that is that one. Last one, round 6. So this one is pretty darn spectacular. I will just say that right now. From a formula standpoint, it is pretty close. And from a lip color standpoint, it is identical. And so right now on my lips, I am wearing the Charlotte Tilbury from her Icon collection. What is this called? Whatever this is. Superstars, Lip Stars, something stars. The Amazing Amal color. And the dupe for this is Flower Beauty. I knew there was a reason this was in my life. Flower Beauty Barrymore. So can you tell which is which? I actually cheated here. On my bottom lip, I have Amazing Amal, and on my top lip, I have the Flower Beauty one. These are so spot on. In a microscope, I can't tell the difference. I have tried my hardest. It's incredible. Now, I will say I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury formula over the Flower Beauty simply because it's a more comfortable matte formula. It feels like your lips are hydrated. There is hydration, and the Flower Beauty is very comfortable matte formula, but it doesn't have the same level of hydration feeling. It's also a tiny bit thicker, so it feels like you have something on, but it goes on with one swipe and so does the Charlotte Tilbury, but the Charlotte Tilbury's formula remains thinner, slightly more comfortable. Do I think that that's enough of a price point between $35 and I think I spent $4.75 on this lipstick that was on sale at Ulta? No, probably not. But I mean, it's certainly food for thought. And I feel like there's a lot of people who are able to, out of this collection in particular from Flower, dupe a lot of Charlotte Tilbury, Tom Ford, Pat McGrath lipsticks. So definitely check Flower Beauty's lineup up when it comes to these lipsticks, because it is shocking how much pigmentation they give you in just like one swipe. So that was it. Oh, honorable mention, another color that is like in this family but glossy is Dragon Fruit by e.l.f. A sheer slick lipstick. It's so similar. And if you wanted to convert these to be kind of glossy, this is the way to go. I mean, this is incredibly similar color tone, but of course different finish. But this is not a sheer lipstick. The Dragon Fruit is quite opaque. And so another one where it's identical in color as well. So if you like the color and maybe you're not into mattes, check out the e.l.f. Sheer Slick lipstick. And if you even like Barrymore and you're not into mattes like Flower Beauty, even their Flower Beauty mattes, Flower Beauty just came out with like their new Petal Pout nourishing lipsticks, and they have this shade Barrymore as well. I did a video about it, and the shades are pretty spot on. So I hope this was helpful. I think these videos are such a good public service, you know, announcements, because I feel like sometimes if you're like me, you like the new shiny sparkly thing and believe that it is so unique and so perfect and there can't possibly be another one like it. And it turns out there are. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So don't get down on yourself. You can keep them both in your life if you want, but don't feel bad either. If what you're looking for is the pigmentation, you're looking to match the shade, just know there's options out there. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope there were some surprises, some you hadn't heard before. I tried to pull ones that I hadn't seen myself online, and I don't know. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I think I did a good job. Okay, take care everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.